It's showtime! Alrighty guys, what is up? Austin here. No, none of that, talent introduction for this because this is actually our first time with Lucas here. We're gonna be reviewing the new Breaking Bad spinoff, Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul.
We were both very, very excited about Better Call Saul because it stars everyone's favorite criminal lawyer, Saul Goodman. But before he became Saul Goodman, his name was Jimmy McGill, if I remember correctly.
James McGill.
James McGill, yes. This is gonna be a spoiler-filled review of not only of the pilot episode, but also of episode 2, Miho, just to let you guys know. Episode 1 starts off pretty much. It's pretty much what happens after Breaking Bad.
Pretty much. Yeah. It shows him as a manager of a Cinnabon and then getting to live his life.
In Omaha, Nebraska, of all places.
In Omaha, Nebraska.
And that's exactly where he said he was going to go, too. Exactly where he said he was going to go.
Absolutely. And then you get to show, like, him trying to still be secret, trying to look around, see if anyone's going to come for him. Yeah. Because he still has that mentality.
Correct.
And then he grabs under his, like, he grabs a tape and watches his old Better Call Saul.
And you could see, like, this guy is depressed.
He was depressed.
Oh my god, like, and I love how it was shot, too.
It was shot in black and white. It was beautiful.
I loved that. And, of course, Vince Gilligan, the creator of not only Breaking Bad, but also Better Call Saul, directed this episode, and he did such a phenomenal job with it.
Amazing.
But I loved how this thing, I really just showed how depressed he's gotten, because, he lost that high he got, from being Walter White's lawyer the entire time. Then we go back to him, and this is where the prequel begins.
In 2001, does it take place?
I think 2000. It was either 2001 or 2002. And as you guys can see, I wore my Mess City t-shirt, which has Saul Goodman right here.
I was gonna wear my Walter White shirt, but I worked out in yesterday.
Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it. You worked out.
Yes.
So it's showing us, like, his first lawyer trials, like, it's hysterical.
It is pretty hysterical, especially when they show the footage of, like, what happened. That was probably just made me laugh out loud. So I was like,
And still James is like, whatever. As he's driving around, he runs into these two skateboarders who, like, crash in his windshield.
There was one thing beforehand, before he runs his
that's right, that guy! That's right, that guy!
I need you to get a sticker. It's like, come on, I already got 3 stickers!
I remember that, like, when he was driving around, I was like, I remember that guy! And we pretty much see his life, like, he lives a crappy life. Oh my god.
Like a crappy car, like...
Crappy car, a crappy office, and a massage parlor. Out of all things, a massage parlor.
I don't even know how he got that, but that's just hilarious.
It's funny as hell. He kind of lives with his brother Chuck, who is involved with this law firm, which his partners have taken over.
Pretty much. There's one scene where he gets a check
for $26,000,
and then he tears on. I'm like, really? Why did he tear it up?
That's right. I thought the exact thing. And I was just like, dude, you had your window out.
But they explain it in the after the commercial break. They get to show him, and it was like, I don't want this check of $26,000. I want $1 million, like over $1 million. And they said no, they're not going to do that. And then one of my favorite lines from the first episode is, "You will atone."
Oh yeah. Then he drives away, and then we run into these two skateboarders who are trying to pretty much run these scams. But then Saul is like, "Wait a minute, no, I know what you're doing. You're not giving away this shit." He starts kicking the other guy.
And then you get to see a very important scene with him and Chuck, which was pretty dramatic, like a pretty dramatic scene. Like that was, and then you finally get to see James McGill contact the skaters in their skate park.
That was awesome.
Get to discuss a deal that they're going to do.
Yeah, which is scamming it's scamming the people. Which earlier in the episode that they were about to.
The husband is confronted.
Betsy and someone had
like they were like he was an attorney, like he was a treasurer, and he lost $1.6 million from this county fund, so he could possibly go to jail. But he tried to get them to be his lawyer, but that didn't work, and now. He wants to screw them over.
Yeah, and to do that, he gets the two skateboarders who try to run the scam on him. So they pretty much get him. All right, what's the license plate? What's the car? You gotta memorize everything. So then they do that, but then the person runs away, and be like,
like, oh boy.
The skaters tail the car back to a very familiar face. Tuco!
It was actually his grandmother that hit the kid, and then he gets to go to Tuco's house. And then, right as the shot near the end of the episode is showing Tuco's face just looking out and then closing the door, that was just, damn.
And then episode 2, Miho begins. pretty much right where everything left off. Well, actually, no, not quite, because it shows the two skaters trying to blackmail Tuco, but they don't realize what tough son of a bitch Tuco is.
Tuco's a crazy motherfucker. That's all he got.
Oh, that is for sure. They're insulting his mom, and he's like, "What did you call her?" And they take her.
Biznatch.
they take her fucking walking, and it just knocks him unconscious. I don't know,
that was probably just one of the funniest.
I don't know why, but I found that hysterical.
It was hysterical.
They're taken outside into the desert. Better Call Saul does really go over familiar territory, but it does such a great job, and well, yeah, more than great, fantastic job of, you know, overcoming the Breaking Bad, you know, shadow. Saul has to he has to negotiate his ass over to save the boys, and he does it so well.
He gets free, and then, oh my god, that negotiation scene with him and Tuco, he wants to kill him first, then they 2 arms, 2 legs, and an arm and a leg, then to both arms. And
that scene was pretty suspenseful.
It was pretty suspenseful. You never know what's going to happen.
Now, the one criticism I have this episode is, like, I thought that scene in particular was a little drawn out, just a tad drawn out. Break the 2 legs, you'll be respecting the community. And then all of a sudden, this guy's like, "You're the worst lawyer ever!"
Then he goes back up, goes to his office, and then realizes he has a guest. And it's one of Tuco's henchmen. And Tuco's henchman wants them to blackmail the Betsy, who was the
1.5 million person,
treasurer's wife.
Yeah.
So he wants them to blackmail him, and he'll get a part of the deal. And he tries to tell him that he's not a criminal, or he's not a criminal. So, but he will help him in the court if he needs. But he said to write down his number inside the little matchstick box he has, and give him consider the deal. And then he walks out, and that's the end of the episode 2.
Yeah, it was so well done. I'm gonna wait until season 1 ends, and then I'm gonna review the entire season. That's how I'm gonna do things.
I loved Better Call Saul's first 2 episodes.
Same. Better Call Saul can do exactly what Breaking Bad did.
Which I think it will.
Then we've got another winner on our hands. We have another winner.
We got another winner.
I was hooked in. I am ready to see. I'm so excited to see how Jimmy or James is going to transform to Saul Goodman. Even though there's going to be season 2 of this show, which is awesome, by the way. What did you guys think of the first 2 episodes of Better Call Saul? Do you think that the first 2 episodes were better than the first 2 episodes of Breaking Bad, or do you think that they were a little duller in quality? Again, we're gonna be reviewing every episode weekly, where you cannot be more excited for this, guys.
I can't wait.
Then until the next episode of Better Call Saul, we will see you guys next time.
See you later and stay awesome.